teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Vasudeva Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha this one Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya welcome to we will nourish ourselves with Krishna Katha and Darshan and Aarti. Last week, Wednesday, we celebrated the appearance of Shri Prahlada Nrsingadev. Nrsinga Bhagwan ki jai. This is from 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm sharing the screen. So we heard brief the glories of Lord Nrsingadev on that day, and how Lord Nrsinga manifested himself to just protect his devotee Prahlada Maharaj. But before that, before this incident happened, we were discussing how Prahlada Maharaj, and as a 5-year-old boy, was teaching his friends. Can you believe? His father is a materialistic, pure materialistic, 100% materialistic demon. Demon means who does not believe in the existence of the Supreme Lord or supremacy. And he's endowed with so many riches. His father has so much of investment on this child. You know, our blood relation is said that no one is more dear than one's body or one's bodily relatives, especially children. So Hiranyakashipu had invested so much into his son's life. He has so much of expectations. Plans, my son will do this, my son will do this, my son will be the great leader of this world. And to his surprise, he finds that his son, it did not meet up to his expectations. Father has so much of desire, material desire, and son has no material desire. So there's a big conflict between father and son. Now the father sends to the son to best of the schools, just like we do, and he continues to influence other students as well. Sometimes when we teach about Krishna consciousness, when devotees realize about the life, they teach about Krishna. So a couple of people take, and especially we have base in certain universities in India, colleges, IIT. Here also several places we have it. So by the association of one devotee, other people also gets the association and they get influenced and they try to take the devotional service. Now, Prahlad influenced all his friends while in that school. So we are reading very nice few verses we will read about his teachings. He says, Katham priyoya anukampatayaha sangam rahasyam ruchiram sa mantran shuhutsu tasneha sitam sisunam kalaksharanam nurakta chittaha. There's three verses. It's very beautiful. One we hears this translation, understands, he will be liberated immediately. Putran smaramsta duhitra hridaya bhratran swasrava pitarau chadadino. Wonderful verse. We'll read that English. Grahan manojnor parichadam sa Britischa kulya pasuvritya bhargan yajeta kosa skrut vehomana karmani lobhan abitrupta kamaha anupastya jayam bahu manya manamanaha katham virajeta durantamaha. Translation. I'm sure you all will be interested to hear the translation. It's a very powerful verse and we can learn many things. It's coming from the Shastras, great personality. It's 100% true. The Prahlad Maharaj says, he continues to teach his friends. He says that how can a person who is most affectionate to his family, as we all are, the core of his heart being always filled with their pictures. It means he says that, we always, when we meditate, we are far from the family or near, we always think about our family members, which are very dear, especially children. So he said that who is always a person who is always thinking of his family constantly, with their pictures in their heart, in his heart, how can I give up their association? It's very hard to give up the association of such family. Specifically, a wife is always very kind and sympathetic and always pleases her husband in a solitary place. Who could give up the association of such a dear and affectionate wife? Prahlad Maharaj is asking. It's not possible. It's not very easy. Now, small children talk in broken language. Mama, Papa, Mama, Papa is so sweet. It happens that the child takes the whole attention of our everything. Complete attention. The child takes when the smile, baby talks with small, baby talk or childish talk, broken language is very pleasing to hear. And their affectionate father always thinks of their sweet words. We see many times when people go for army, the border security forces and all this, those who go, they're so long away from the family. And they always remember their, children, family. It's natural. It's nothing wrong. It's natural to remember. The point is, Prahlad Maharaj is asking, how could he give up their association? Why he's asking, why we have to give up, and why we should not give up both. If a family is devoted to the Lord, the family helps one in Krishna consciousness, inspires us in remembering Krishna. That's the first-class family. Here, he's primarily talking about that family who does not encourage one to remember Krishna. And he's so much attached to family attachment, wealth, and everything. So the picture is being given, how man always thinks of wife and children. It's not very easy to give up such association. Forget about physically, not even subtle. In the mind, one cannot give up their association. We are sitting here, but many times our thoughts and minds are with our family somewhere, wherever it is. We always think about that. That's natural. One's elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are also very dear. Today is Mother's Day. Many of us are celebrating Mother's Day, and it's good. There are six mothers, 7 mothers. One should always respect the followers of the Vedas. It's not just I, me, mine. It's not just my mother. The mother who gives birth, the mother who nurses us, the Mother Earth who provides all our necessities, the mother cow who is nourishing from childhood until youth, old age. There's the queen who is the wife of king or president. In one sense, that's the responsibility to maintain the citizens. And the wife of spiritual master, the one who is guiding us in spiritual life, his wife is also mother. One should respect as a mother. So in this way, in this way, there are 7 mothers one must respect and do. However, here primarily it is mentioned about our attachment, elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are always very dear in family life. One day we did not have. Now, as soon as we take birth, we start having our mother, my father, my child. Then we get married, wife, children. Now, very interesting thing is written. Yes, a daughter is especially dear to her father. I think everyone knows this. A daughter is especially dear to her father, and while living at her husband's house, she is always in his mind. She is always in his mind, means the father has so much of attachment to his daughter, even though he gave his daughter in charity to for another man for taking care. But he says that the daughter is always in his mind. She's always in his mind. We see that so many tons of incidents happens, and it's natural. Then who could give up that association? Because our association in this world is not just gross. There's a subtle association, the spiritual subtle relationship association is also there. Who can give up? Aside from this, in household affairs, there are many decorated items of household furniture. And there are also animals and servants. Of course, we don't have animals, but those people who have in the olden days, they used to have some cows. Once you're established in one place, it's very difficult to move, give up. It's very difficult to leave that place. Our parents are always worried, staying in India, how my son is there, how my daughter is doing, and now we have many times we all have some challenge, should we leave and go to our parents, because they're worried. At the same time, we have so much, I have so many things to take care here. I have a house, I have a furniture, I have a relationship, I have a school, I have families, I have friends, I have other responsibilities. So you say, aside from this, in household affairs, there are many decorated items and items of household furniture. People are attached to their furnitures also. Yes, it's not surprising. And there are also animals and servants. Who could give up such comforts? The attached householder is like a silkworm which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned, unable to get out. This is what it says. The silkworm produces silk, and it is said that silkworm, with its saliva, it creates a silk, and it wraps itself. It's white silk. The silkworm wraps himself. Well, if you wrap yourself, how can you come out of it? Interesting creation. So it says that like we householders, we people, we wrap ourselves with so much of unwanted things in our life. So when difficult situation comes, also we cannot run away. We have seen it, and many people had throughout the history. Even Kashmir had this problem. We are so much bound to our comfort zone and our amenities, our possessions, our relationships. We are like a silkworm which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned. We are imprisoning ourselves. We're imprisoning ourselves like silkworm, and we cannot get out of it. And who is the cause of that? Myself. I am the cause of it. Right? Everyone agrees here? I'm the cause of my bindings. The attached householder is like a silkworm, who is unable to get out, simply for the satisfaction of two important senses. Well, why we are binding ourselves, and even though we know the greatest dangers can come, it says that just because we want to satisfy two things, our senses, mainly two senses, which is genitals and the tongue. Genitals and tongue. One is bound by material conditions. How can one escape? That's why Acharya teaches the very secret of how to cure this disease. how to cure this disease of attachment. It doesn't say that you should give up everything. However, one should have everything with a yukta vairagya. Means you have it and you discharge your responsibilities with a proper state of mind. And that proper state of mind is understanding everything belongs to Krishna. And everything are meant for Krishna. And everything is for satisfaction of Krishna. There's a verse when we take prasadam, we call it, because we know that now the tongue and belly and genitals, they're in the straight line. And it is said that the one who becomes trapped of his senses, he lost himself. You are bound, you're bound in a prison. When we are bound imprisoned in a big, very big prison, very difficult to come out. But there's always a way to come out. Always there will be some gate there to escape. So now what is the door or what is the gate for us to escape from such all these unwanted connections we have it? The Shastras teaches that unwanted connections we have. The gate is, the key is through the tongue. The door is the tongue. The lock is the tongue, and key is. Can anyone guess what is the key? Cyclone to Prasanthi.
Food.
The tongue is the door or the lock of the door, the house where we live, where we are imprisoned. And what is the key?
Food.
To escape?
Food.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. One of the keys, chanting the holy name is the key. One can escape. And the second one is, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Sarira avidyajal jadendriya tahekal. This body is a network of ignorance. Jadendriya tahekal. We cannot come out of it. Within that, the tongue is most voracious. And if you simply supply Mahaprasad, whatever we eat, same eating, family, everything, same eating, we have to transform into Krishna Prasad. So whatever we eat, you supply those edibles in the form of Mahaprasad of the Lord. So when we supply this the remnants of Krishna, automatically the door opens. What is the door? The door of imprisonment. And the living entity has a freedom to come out of it. In this verse, it does not speak about the solution, but I'm sharing with this the solution. So next verse. So Prahlad Maharaj says, how can you come out of it? There's no chance. Now next verse, text 14. Kutumba posaya vyanijayur na buddhyate artham bihatam pramattaha sarvatra tapa traya dukkhitatma nirvidyate na swakutumba ramaha. He says, one who is too attached cannot understand that he is wasting his valuable life for the maintenance of his family. Again, I will repeat that. One who is too attached. What is attachment means? Accepting more than necessary. Accepting more than necessary. Unwanted accumulations. When you have it, you will be attached. Very simple. So what happens? He's wasting his valuable life for the maintenance of his family. He also fails to understand that the purpose of human life. So this is the consequences. The consequences is you can have it, but the result is, one will fail to understand because he's always busy. Sometimes when you ask people, please come to temple, please chant Hare Krishna, please read one verse. Oh, Prabhu, we are so busy. From morning to night, I'm busy only. Now, Shastris Prahlad Maharaj is asking, okay, busy for what? Busy for, we have been busy. The whole world has been so much of busy with so much, as if like no time. Now, how everybody got some time, lot of time at home. So we all got a lot of time. How was it possible? Yesterday it was not possible. Today it is possible. Because we made our choices now, either by force or whatever it is. So everyone gets 24 hours in a day. Just like a rich father to his different sons, he distributes equal amount of wealth. Now it depends on the child how he or she utilizes. So for us, we had made a choice to stay at home, to protect ourselves, and engage in hearing and chanting. So if one becomes too much of busy with so many materially unwanted things, he will not have time or understanding the purpose of a human life. A life suitable for realization of the absolute truth is being imperceptibly spoiled. Now, we are working a solution at this time, how to come out of this temporary situation of this virus. But Shastra tells, even Prahlad Maharaj tells, actually it will come in this chapter itself. Padam padam yad vipada. Every step in this material world is full of danger. Warning was already there. Warning was already there. We did not work. Now also in this situation we got into, we are looking for a temporary solution only. We are looking for a temporary solution only. As soon as we get over, then I will back to my own business. However, he is very cleverly attentive to seeing that not a single farthing is lost by mismanagement. Who? The materialistic person is very cleverly, he will make sure that he doesn't get into loss any kind of money in mismanagement. He uses all his brain in managing his assets, the paraphernalia so much, polishing one's house day and night. Thus, although an attached person in material existence always suffers from the threefold miseries, he does not develop a distaste for the way of material existence. This is the unfortunate situation of a person, Prahlad Maharaj is saying. What is saying that anything you get in this world, you have to put a lot of endeavor, a lot of struggle. Nothing comes very easily. We all know whatever situation we are into, it did not come just, we had to work very hard. So attaining is difficult. Attaining is difficult. Once you attain, keeping that is also difficult. Maintaining that is difficult. Example, suppose I earn, have $100,000. If I have it, now I will have a sleepless night. Why? Anytime maybe there can be crime, there can be thieves might come. Thieves might attack. Anytime I might lose that money, or somebody might take it, or it can cause a danger to that life. So danger is every step. So in this world, anything we want to attain is a very hard labor. Again, anything you want, once you attain, it's a very difficult to maintain as well, because danger is every step. So there's a fear of losing. After we attain, there's a fear of losing is always constantly there. So in spite of all these sufferings, one does not give up the attachment for this material. I'll give a very simple example. If you want to catch a monkey, any of you know how to catch a monkey? I'm sure we never did it, but it comes in experience. You bring a pot, and in the pot, you put some banana. In the pot, you put banana. And the mouth of the pot, the whole of the pot will be in such a way that only the way the hand of the monkey can go inside. You're getting, everybody's getting? The size of the hole of the pot is in such a way that the monkey can easily put one's hand very easily into it. And why the monkey is putting the hand? To have a banana. Simply, it's a simple monkey, is not too much of greedy, to have a banana. Now he holds the banana. Okay, when he holds the banana, his fist becomes big, huge, right? From this to this becomes so big. And now he tries to get out of it. He tries to get out of it. And what the situation? No way the monkey can get out of this part. He goes with the part. He goes with the part because he cannot give up the banana. Even though now monkey realized that there's a danger is there for me, I'm going to be killed, I'm going to be caught, but the monkey will not give up a banana. Does it apply to all of us? Yes, it will apply to all of us. You know, we make plans. Okay, if this happens, sometimes we don't make plans. Okay, it's okay to make plans. If this happens, what should I do? If this happens, what should I do? If father thinks things goes bad, what should I do? It's very smart to make a plan. But if you're too attached, like a silkworm or like a monkey in hand, and we cannot come out of it. Just like monkey and silkworm, right? Thus, although an attached person in material existence always suffers from threefold miseries: birth, death, old age, and disease, and one doesn't want to come out of it, he does not develop a distaste for the way of material. And an interesting thing is, knowing well it is temporary, knowing well it is miserable, you know, he does not, it still has a lot of taste. We have seen many times a very, very old man, almost dying, last moment, you know, body, tooth fell, you know, no, cannot eat properly, lying on the bed. If you ask what you want is, can you please extend my life so I can see my great-great-grandson's marriage? The desire is like that. We, so much of your body is not functioning. Still, my attachment to the material existence is doesn't go away. That is Prahlada Maharaj's teaching. Right? So now the third, another verse is speaking is further, very, very beautiful. We will cover a couple of verses. Vitte sunitya vini vishta cheta vidvamscha dosam paravitta hatuhu pretyaha vata pi ajitendriyasta asanta kama harate kutumbi. Now he says further, he's teaching again to his friends, the atheistic friends. His friends doesn't believe any, there's God, there's Krishna, or the responsibility. All they know is that you know, our life is we are studying so that we can attain more and more money and material positions. If a person too attached to the duties of family maintenance, is unable to control his senses, the core of his heart is immersed in how to accumulate money. Always. And when I asked my brother, my brother says, oh yeah, I have one. I just want to settle my children in nice money and nice school so that they get settled, then I am free. When he had one child, when he said, I just want to maintain only one, you know, this he established, I'm free, I don't have any responsibility. When he had the second child, he says, when both of them are established, I'm free. How it comes. So our hearts become so much immersed in how to accumulate money, you know, for our family. Although he knows that one who takes the wealth of others will be punished by the law of the government. I need money. We need money. Why? Because I have to maintain. For my family, I need to give a nice house. I need to have good, best of the schools. And I need to get best of the car and everything. So in order to do that, I need money. If I need money, well, where will I get it from? Where will I get it from? I have to work, or whatever way, whatever the profession gives the best of the money, I will take it. Now, this is the modern trend is like, whatever the path gives you best of the money, you can take it. We can grow the rice, beans. On the other hand, you can grow the marijuana, right? You can have a grocery business, or you can have a cloth or jewelry shop or anything necessity, but you will open some shop which is poisoning to the human society. But however, you can earn a lot of money from that. We can earn a lot of money from that. So he's immersed in how to accumulate money. Although he knows that one who takes the wealth of others will be punished by the law of the government or by the laws of the Yamaras after death, he continues cheating others to acquire money. Two ways he says that. If we cheat, take illegally money, will be punished by the government. Now, being punished by the government is not necessarily always true. So there's a chance that one can escape by the government, right? We always try to how to escape from taxes, how to escape from fees, many things. Everybody in this world, they do. Now, if one by chance escapes from the punishment of the government, he cannot escape from the punishment of the Lord's government, Yamaraj. Because, a child, we have a children, they say, oh, my mother is not there, my father is not there, no one around, no one sees what I'm doing. They can do whatever engagement they can engage. But there are 8 Ashta Dikpalas, 8 Dikpalas that are witness for all our activities. Ashta Dikpala, in 8 directions. I'm sitting here. Of course, Krishna, I'm sitting here. Krishna as deity is witnessing. But I'm sitting here. Even if nobody is around me, there are 8 people. 8 people always are witnessing for all my activities. So that's why sometimes we may say that, oh, I escaped from the police, or I escaped from the government, right? Even if we escape from that, one cannot escape from the laws of the Yamaraj after death. So he continues to cheating others to acquire money because he thinks that he knows that he will be punished. But still he continues to cheat until he's punished. Now, what can we do? This is the nature of this material world. That's why we are learning from this great devotee Prahlada Maharaj. That way, it's not discouraging words. These are encouraging words because once we become devotee, Krishna is going to maintain everything. We can see most of our devotees are well established. And Krishna is providing all the necessities. There's a story, if you all remember, the hunter who was hunting all the animals, he was leaving all these animals half killed. And he was letting all these animals to die in a very bad, in a torture way. Half killed means it takes a long time to die. And when Narad Muni, when he saw that when he was walking, he saw, what is this? Okay, I've seen hunting. I know so many people hunt, but I've never seen that killing animals like in this way, giving them so much of trouble, cutting them slowly, mercy killing or half killed, this like it'll take a few days for them to die also. So he became very much concerned with all these animals. He found out who is this man. This man is a hunter, ignorant hunter. He said that, sir, what are you doing? He said that my profession is to kill the animals. Okay, I understand. You know what Narad Muni said? He said that, I understand you need to kill, but I request you one thing. If you want to kill, actually, Vaishnava doesn't allow, Shastra doesn't allow to kill. But he says that Okay, if you really want to kill, why don't you kill full? At least you will not accumulate that much of sin as you accumulate by killing half. So he said that, oh, okay, do you know because of this, you will be punished so badly? He said, I never know. My parents never told me. My father did. I thought this is what it is. I never thought it's going to be very dangerous for me. So he said, what should I do now? He said that, okay, give up everything. Please guide me. He asked me, please guide me. He says, give up everything and chant, worship Krishna. Sit here and worship Krishna, offer water to Tulsi Maharani. Chant Hare Krishna and offer water to Tulsi Maharani. He said, well, how will I maintain my family? So he said, Nadmi said, don't worry. I will deliver. It means Krishna will make arrangements. So once he becomes saint, all these village people started supplying so much of necessities that he had never been a scarcity. In fact, he had a lot of food to eat. Once he becomes saint, once he becomes devotee. On the other hand, he was killing so much animals, innocent animals, so badly, torturing, but he was not really enjoying. He was not enjoying. So idea is, just because giving up earning in sinful way doesn't mean that once other doors closes. You can sell vegetables or you can sell marijuana or wine, right? You can kill somebody and earn money, or you can save people's life, you can earn money. You can serve people. We can, just by serving people, there'll be so much, help. They will help us back by giving. No one in this world stays hungry if one is engaged in proper activity. So there's no purpose of acquiring money in sinful way or retaining the money in sinful way, because we know that this belongs to the Lord Krishna. Bhoktaram yagitapsam sarvalokam maheswaram. Yes, it doesn't mean that we empty our house and give everyone charity and walk into the forest. No, we have everything. We recognize that this belongs to the Lord Krishna, and we recognize that there needs to be, they're meant for Lord Krishna's enjoyment, and we engage in his service. So now this one, he says that vidwan apitam daruja kutumbam pushnan swalokaya na kalpate vai yasviya praratya vivinna bhavas tamaha prapadita yatha vimuddha. This is Sanskrit verse. I'll go to the English translation. So now he's continuing to speak to his atheistic friends. He says, oh my friends, sons of the demons. Demons mean the atheistic fathers. In this material world, even those who are apparently advanced in education have the propensity to consider. So he's now referring to the highly graduate, so-called graduated people, so-called PhDs in this world, so-called highly educated people, this verse is saying. Apparently advanced in education, but they have the propensity to consider. What did they consider? What is the propensity? No, this belongs to mine. That is others. Mine and others. We have a bodily consciousness. Anything related to this body is mine. Anything not is others. Mine and others. Basically, he's saying that those who are materially endowed with material education, they don't have a proper understanding of spiritual existence. They don't have proper understanding. That's why they always compare, okay, white, black, yellow community. My country, this is mine. This is my country, my people, my family, my body, their country, their people, their body, like that. So in his mind, educated people's mind, he's saying, Prahlada Maharaj, that they will always have this kind of differences in their mind. Sometimes we say, God bless so and so, God bless so and so. But Vedic injunctions teach us that we should wish well for all living entity. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. So, or let everyone be happy. Why only my family or my country, my friends only? Everybody should be happy. But unfortunately, the modern education system doesn't teach how to be the great person. And because of that, they still have the propensity of this is mine, that is others. It's my country, their country. They are suffering, I'm okay. Thus, they're always engaged in providing the necessities of life to their families in a limited conception of a family life. Just like uneducated cats and dogs. He's comparing with the uneducated cats and dogs. The way do even the highly educated PhD or master's degree passed out very big universities after paying so much of money, still they do not have understanding of Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, means everyone children of Mother Earth. But they will always discriminate. We have seen, I hope people will not mind when I see, sometimes I get a call, would you like to help us to protect the animals, to take care of the animals? And can you give, we're raising funds. I said, of course I can do it. Then when you ask what kind of animals what kind of food and what kind of animals? So they'll say, we protect cats and dogs. And what kind of food? We'll give them meat. You're protecting cat and dog, which is animal, and for that you're killing another animal. So what kind of fire service it is? This is one of the example is given that we mine and you take from somebody and give to somebody. And many times we see that by the name of food distribution, especially nowadays people give the canned food, and that canned food itself is meat, processed meat, canned meat and everything. And you're trying to take up some other living being and you're killing another living entity for that. Unnecessary. So this is the drawback of a modern education system. Prahlada Maharaj even points out this is the millions of years of long education, nothing new. It's already there what's happening in this world at this time. So because they live in a limited conception of family life, just like uneducated cats and dogs. They're unable to take to spiritual knowledge. Instead, they're bewildered and overcome by ignorance. They're always bewildered. What the bewildering means, you do not know what to do when. In difficult times, especially, we become very much puzzled. Especially, we are very much puzzled in difficult times. And everything goes nice, machine works, then we are all good. The moment we see there's a danger comes to us, in any form it comes, and a car accident or something we lose or something happens to family or corona situation happens, we become immediately helpless because we fail, our intelligence fails. We don't know what to do. So bewildered and overcome by ignorance. Because it's ignorant. When we don't know what to do, it's called ignorance. If you know what to do, then that's not called ignorance. Right? So because of attachment, thinking that janasya moham aham mameti, I am this body, and everything as related to this body belong to me, materialistic people get into this kind of sufferings, gross and subtle, of pain. Now we will finish with one more last teaching. This Sanskrit verse it says, Yato na kaschid ko cha kurta chidva dinah swam atmanam malam samartha vimochitum kama dusham vihara krida mrugayan nigado visarga tato vidurat parihritya daityesu sangam visayatmakesu Upeta Narayanam Adidevam Samukha Samukta Sange Sita Pravarga. So now he's providing the really solution to all these problems. He said that, my dear friends, O sons of demons or atheists, it is certain that no one bereft of knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one bereft of the knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been able to liberate himself from material bondage at any time or in any country. No one who is bereft of the knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been able to liberate himself. The one who is helpless, how can he help others? A diseased doctor, he cannot cure a patient. That's why we always like doctors to be protected. They should take first precautions. The one who is in sink sand, he cannot protect others. The one who is blind, he cannot show the path to others. So he's saying that it's certain, naturally, that if you are blind, you cannot show the path to others, the right direction. However, in this world, we see that we always mislead people, cheat people by giving wrong directions, wrong scriptures, wrong religion, wrong practices. That's why Bhagavatam is called Dharma Prochita Kaitava Dharma. Kaitava Dharma, it rejects all these so-called cheating religions, which does not show the real. Cheating religion means, it doesn't mean that there is no much any truth, but if only focuses on one's bodily necessities, how to eat nicely, how to sleep nicely, how to Lord bless you with all this nice house, nice money, but it's all temporary. That's why it is called cheating religion. So that kind of religion is being rejected because they will not be useful when we need most difficult time. Most difficult time is that what I'm supposed to do at the time of death, how to come out of this birth, death, old age, and disease, how to understand this world, how to come out of this, the imprisonment of this bodily conscious of life. That's very difficult. So it's one who is blind, he cannot show path to others. Blind leads another blind. So he says that one who is bereft of the knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been able to liberate himself from the material bondage at any time or in any country. It never happened in history. That who is blind, who can show the path to others. Rather, those bereft of the knowledge of the Lord are bound by the material laws. Why material laws? Sometimes, if you give the right knowledge, people don't accept it very easily. They don't have a faith. But on other times, some cheaters will come and they will preach them. They will do some miracles, and these people immediately will follow, give all the money to them. They will surrender them, and they give their life to cheaters. But they will not be ready to hear or submit themselves to bona fide teachers like Prabhupada. So rather, those bereft of the knowledge of the Lord are bound by the material laws. They are factually addicted to the sense gratification, and their target is women. Their target is human. There are so many societies we see, they practice religion, but if you ask them, what do you want? Why you want to? Because if I die, I'll go to heaven and I'll have sex with nice, beautiful girls. Apsara, they're called Apsara. Very beautiful girls are there. That's their plan. And in this world also, we don't have to go far. In this world also, we see, what is the desire is the target is human. Indeed, they're actually plaything in the hands of an attractive woman. Victimized by such a conception of life, they become surrounded by children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and thus they're shackled to material bondage. Those who are very much addicted to this conception of life are called demons or atheists. Therefore, although you are sons of demons, keep aloof from such persons and take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. This is Prahlada is instructing to his friend. He's saying, take a right association. Right association, associate with devotees, associate with Bhagavatam, associate with holy name. That will help you free yourself from the world association. Because the way we associate people, that's the mindset we develop eventually. We condition ourselves. If we stay with addicts, we'll become addicted. If we stay with materialistic people, we'll always run behind money only. If we stay with families, we're always competing for the child's my child is best, my child goes to the first school, best of the school, then we'll also start comparing, no, my child, I want to do my child. So how it works, it's like a mirror in this world. If you, the type of person you stay with, the same mentality you will attain. The great person, I think Chanakya said, he said that you tell me details about your friends and I will tell about you. If I know who your friends are, I can tell about yourself. So he knows that that's what we are. That says association of devotees or sadhus worshipping Krishna. That is Prahlad Maharaj is suggesting to his atheistic boys, friends. He said that keep aloof from such persons. Take care, protect yourself. The origin of all, the Narayan, who is the origin of all demigods, because the ultimate goal of the devotees of Narayan is liberation from the bondage of material existence. If you want to be liberated from all these things permanently, not a temporary solution, you must take shelter of Narayan or Krishna. Otherwise, it is not possible to come out of it. So it's 12:27. I want to thank all of you for joining. Whoever could join, whoever in Zoom, here both way. Any questions? Prasanthi, I know those are in the Facebook. They cannot ask questions. They can text any question if you want. But we have a Zoom call also. There's some people devotees. Any questions? So we are hearing from this great child who was born in a very, very rich family. And his father was richest in whole world, universe, you can say. But he did not have any attachment to his father's lifestyle. Father said that I made so much of plans for you so that you can enjoy all the money and power which I accumulated, and you're rejecting everything. So father doesn't understand what the valuable jewel the son has. How come he developed such detachment to this temporary wealth of this world? We were rich one day in America. Maybe now also probably rich, but there's not necessarily this richness will remain all the time. We have this body, there's not necessarily we'll have the same body every time, or say it can function. That's it. Let's make everyone in Delaware work together. Let's spread this message of Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting the holy name. Help others. Sitting, everyone brings 5 phone calls every day. Please ask them, chant Hare Krishna. If I give you some books, they buy. If they cannot buy the books, we can give them the free books. In this way, we are engaged 24/7. We can be engaged 24/7, and we can remain in Krishna consciousness. In this way, if we live our life, there's no problem even if you live life like a million of years. But if you do wrong things, there's no use of living like sinful life. The moment the corona shutdown came, the nature started nourished, improved. The rivers becomes very clear. The plants and trees, they are very good. They are not being cut at this time. The birds and animals, they are roaming freely. Still, all the human beings are eating nicely. Still, yet at their home, no one is hungry, as far as I know, being supplied. Uh, um, so let's in this way, if you live like this, as Krishna conscious way, there is no harm. We can live for a million of years. But if you live like a atheistic way, thinking that everything going to end anyway after I die, why should I worry for others? Then we will ruin the society, will ruin the nature, will ruin other people's life, will ruin the animals, and then we put ourselves in the greatest danger of life. Thank you so much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. We'll be offering the Aarti now. You can watch online. Very soon, in 1 minute, we'll start. Gaurang? Hare Krishna. We'll be starting the Aarti worship just now. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabha Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabha Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya. आरती पे रेडियो लगी गौर भक्त वृंदा जय. I am trying to stop the live.